never said that.
What are you saying?
I am saying,
Look, when you
Before-
say he starts asking questions, he is exercising his rights to cross-examine. What is he doing?
but it's fine, my lord. I think the court has made a ruling.
Yes, I've made a ruling.
I will abide by the ruling.
Okay, fine.
Yes, I will definitely raise this argument upon appeal, man.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So I don't know whether I'm going to accept the evidence of any person here. I haven't even started writing the judge.
Hey, tada, we are back with another video. You heard that in the end, the judge is saying that he has not written a judgment in this case. But anybody that has with a brain could see which this judge is lying, allegedly. In his mind, he has found the accused guilty of shooting an unaliving Senzomenyo. Why do we say so? Every state witness that comes before court, he's not hostile to it. But when it came to the defense witnesses and the defense lawyers and the defense attorney, it was a totally different story. You can see that his attitude towards Baloyi, it is that he believes him. Yeah, this man, his case is on the right path. So now, what will only save this guy is it for the appeal to happen once the case is done. And I'm hoping that the current lawyers can see everything, Gucci. That is where the case is heading. It is heading to appeal because he has found these guys guilty of shooting in Senzomenyo. Firstly, the case for accused 1 and 2, I think it's going to be difficult because he accepts those confessions. So what it means is that he accepts that they said it, meaning that we have Mutuntanzi, no Spear were there on the day Senzo was shot. So everything on the confession he accepts. That's clear for me. So they're going to be found guilty because he accepts that. You can see his attitude even when Spear was testifying and Dan was testifying. The manner of questions that he asks, you can see with no, he's leading to that direction. You are guilty. But I'm not interested. What is he going to say when accused number 3 deliver his case? Accused number 3 is Kata Mncube. That was allegedly the intruder alongside Bogandans. The problem for the state with case Kata Mncube is that the evidence against him has been compromised. Remember that we're told that Umangena, when he went to call the gun at Cleveland police station, the gun was found on an open bag, meaning that the gun was lying on the floor, not being secured as an exhibit. So I want to see the judge's attitude towards that evidence, because it's clear that that gun was compromised. The barrel of the gun could have been changed at any point because it was not in a safe. It was on the floor because something happened to it. As a judge, one needs to make sure that the exhibit is what you call a chain of evidence of how did the gun move from point A to point Z. And you can see that when it comes to the gun evidence, it shows that the chain of evidence does not exist when it comes to the gun. We do not know yaswa kuphi kanjani, yafika kanjani, because it was found on the floor in Cleveland police station. So that entire gun evidence that was provided by Mangena should be totally discredited in the eyes of a judge. So I'm waiting to see what type of questions is he going to ask when Gadla is testifying. Because for Gadla, I think it is important that Umasondo, who was the guy that arrested Gadla on the 15th of February 2015, he came to court and said, at the time when Gadla was arrested, his gun was tested and it was not linked to the Mayor case. In the end, I'm going to play that evidence if you forgot it, but I'll play it in the end. He said they tested the gun and it was not linked to Gadla Mncube, but it was only linked to the shooting of the taxi boss from Alexandra, which was Ureji Matlala or Mutlala. So what will Rata say about that gun evidence? I'm waiting. The defense also will have an opportunity to bring that expert that was sitting there in court. I think his name is Dave. He was wearing that brown jacket. you will come and try and discredit some evidence that was provided by Umangena, because it is crucial that you challenge the expert evidence. Remember that Umangena said when he tested that gun, the striations did not match up to the point, but he had to call Userero, who's his supervisor, to come and confirm with my lord, yes, indeed, it is the gun that was used in the shooting of Mayo. But he said he could not confirm conclusively because the striations were not exactly the same. So that's one important evidence, because now Umangeni was in doubt, because he had to perform those tests more than 5 times just to satisfy himself with no, it is the same gun that was used in the Mayor case. So I'm waiting to see Dave, who's the defense ballistic expert, but I'm hoping that he's going to create more doubt in that evidence Kamangena, because it is important that you attack the gun evidence, because it is a smoking gun. It is the gun that is to have allegedly shot Senzo Mayo. So Dave, I'm hoping that you'll come and testify before this court, because he was there in court when Mangena was giving evidence. But to me, the gun evidence is totally tainted, because there's no chain of evidence which is gun Safia from point A to point Z. But the evidence of Ulo Masondo, who arrested Kadam Nube, it said that gun did not match with the projectile that was found in the crime scene in Senzo Mayo, which is very important, because now it directly contradicts this narrative you got. Kadam Nube's gun is the one that was used to shoot Senzo Mayo. And the other interesting fact, when Kadam Nube will be in court in his defense, it will be the state witnesses, they contradict each other in a sense that they say the gun had a wheel, meaning it was a revolver, but Mangena is saying it's an 9mm. So that also directly contradict each other, because those two versions are mutually destructive. They cannot exist. They cannot both exist. One has to be wrong. So state witnesses are not seeing eye to eye, because the eyewitness is saying the gun had a wheel, but Mangena is saying otherwise. So for me, if a judge is there sitting there, he should see, no. Chris Mangena, in actual fact, tested a wrong gun. It's not the same gun that was used to shoot Senzo. But we shall see Urata, how is he going to tackle the evidence that will be provided by Ukadla Mnobe. But the thing that is in Ukadla Mnobe's favor is that science is on his side, because the gun evidence does not make sure the witnesses are contradicting each other. Secondly, the telephone records of Kadla Mnobe, they are clearly indicating that at the time when Senzo was shot, he was not in Vosloorus, he was in Johannesburg CBD. His cell phone pinged around Johannesburg Central Business District, meaning that he was not in Vosloorus, because he can't be in two places at once. But wait, he is not the Holy Spirit. So I wanna see Rasa's face when that evidence is being uttered by Umnis, who's the lawyer for accused number 5. How will be the attitude of Rata when he hears that such evidence would know? Pinky waka Vodacom came and told the court would know. Cellphone records are pinged in Johannesburg CBD. How will be the attitude of Rata to what Ukadla Mnobe? Because it's clear that out of all the accused, he is the one that has the strongest alibi. Because it's science, most telephone record. They're saying he was in Johannesburg CBD. So if he was in Johannesburg CBD, he could not have been the one that shot Senzo Mayo. He cannot be. I see Holy Spirit. He cannot fly from one place to another. Remember, we were told that Senzo was shot and unalived at around 7 to 8. But our telephone record Kadla Mnobe shows why somewhere else, not in Vosloorus. Secondly, fingerprints Kadla Mnobe and Danzo were not found in the house. We were told that those two were the ones that entered the house and demanded money and cell phones. But there's no fingerprints. There's no fingerprints that support that narrative estate. So I wonder how will Rata react to that when it comes to Gadla's case, because that's very crucial. If Gadla Mncube then it is proven that he was not at the hostel or he was not at the crime scene on the day Senzo was shot, then it automatically means that all other 4 guys were not there, because we were told by the state that they acted in common purpose. They planned the murder of Senzo Meyiwa and they executed themselves bonke behlangene. So if one of them is proven to be not at the crime scene, then automatically all 4 of them and Gadla as well, it means they were not involved in the shooting of Meyiwa. So the police and Advocate Baloyi have got a problem when it comes to Gadla, because Gadla should be the one that should be placed at the crime scene, because we were told that he's the one that pulled the trigger. But science says otherwise. Telephone record shows that he was in Johannesburg CBD. So he's not the shooter. Meaning that the rest of the guys were not there, because if Gadla is not there, then Abek will up. It is very crucial. And I'm hoping that Umnisi will repeat the evidence Kabanega Masondo, the guy that arrested Gadla, because it is very crucial. Which he tested the gun Mncube and found that it does not match to the Meyiwa case. They only match that projectile once Brigadier Gininda had taken over the investigation, allegedly. So you can see that the cooking began more or less at the time when Brigadier Gininda had started this case, allegedly. So Brigadier Gininda is the one that linked all these guys with this case, with the help of Constable Zungu, who is now discredited by his own father, and Umakosonke as well as Ukwabini. So you cannot rely upon evidence like Constable Zungu, because all 3 of them said he's lying. So what now is the case against Gadla Mncube if science says he was not there? Aiko. Out of all these accused that are before court, I think Gadla's got the strongest alibi of them all. So if Gadla is not there, then the rest of the guys are not there. Then the court has to acquit, because there is reasonable doubt. There's a doubt that Gadla was there at the crime scene. So the court cannot find him guilty. If the court can't find a case against Gadla, then the rest should walk free. We shall see what this judge, how will he behave when evidence of Gadla Mncube is brought before court. And we were told that Gadla Mncube had a gold tooth. However, during the trial had stopped for Gadla Mncube to be taken to a doctor who checked his mouth and examined him and found that Gadla had never had a gold tooth. That's another factor that helped Gadla Mncube, which wayengenayo a gold tooth. Remember that there's a witness by the name of Uthabang Makeleni who alleged that he saw 2 men running out of the house and one of them was shot and he had a gold tooth, meaning that he was referring to Gadla Mncube. But scientifically, Gadla's mouth was checked and it was proven that he did not have a gold tooth. So Gadla Mncube is not a shooter. So we shall see what is the court, or what is the attitude of Rata towards Gadla Mncube's case. But I want you to listen to Uma Masondo, what in court when he said this. Just listen. Thank you.
Phosphorus incident had happened, not so. That is correct.
Futhi ke kusemuva ke kwezinyanga ezintathu senzeke isigameko sasephosphorus kathi mina ngimbamba nge9 noma ngimbopha nge9 zika February 2015.
Now, and common sense will tell you that if there were any exhibits that were found at the phosphorus case, and this court has said that some firearm was used, those exhibits must have been taken, must have been at the Forensic Science Laboratory already, not so. So.
Nokuthi ke uma kuukuthi kukhona okwatholakala ephosphorus ngo26 October 2014 ukuthi lokho ke kwakusekundlulise kuvele khona elab yamaphoyisa.
Now when you receive this report, the basis of which is stated in paragraph number 4 of Exhibit X3. Did this firearm that was found in the possession of the accused person had anything to do with this Vosloorus case?
You want him to answer that question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
My lord, there's nothing depicted by the firearm that was recovered on this case. Should it have been, definitely I think I was going to deal with it at that time. Others.
What you saying? Nothing.
Nothing. Yes,
Okay.
Nothing.
Akukho ke kulesibhamu esatholakala ke kuyena bengaleza i9 zika February 2015 ekwakuhlanganisa ke naleli ke icala leli. Uma kokuthi kwakukhona ke ngabe ke ngabheka ke noma ngakunaka lokho.
Thank you.